Okay, this is the part most people have been waiting for. Have a seat of honor. We'll put you up front.
Eric, I'm one of those people. Right up there.
A lot of people told me, don't do the roast for Michael. It's too easy. Said it's like you wouldn't pick on a dumb animal. I said, oh, no, I never pick on animals. And they said, well, it's too easy. He's just it's Michael. I said, well, he's going to just hear same thing that Charlie Brown hears with his teachers. Womp, 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 womp. He's going to have that smile. But we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to call first, do we have a timer? Okay, 2 minutes. And our first person is DJ Reed. DJ Reed, please come up.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Michael. Hi! When I first met you, it was when Jan was district director. And we didn't really work together much then, did we?
No.
Yeah. But I was watching you. Because you struck me as somebody that was going places. And he did. We're just not sure where. Over the last year, I was fortunate enough to be his parliamentarian. And I was truly blessed to have somebody that listened to me and would work with me, even if he was a little slow on the uptake at times. I would email him the script, like I did every time we had a district council meeting, and he may get back to me tomorrow. He may get back to me next week. More often than not, he got back to me the day before the meeting.
Right to you and say, when are you going to send the script?
Yeah, or I'd get an email from him saying, when am I getting the script? The day before the meeting. Because that's when it was on his mind. This poor man had so much going on that he really didn't know where he was or what he was doing next. So I'm giving him a gift that over the next year, he can spend using to keep track of all the things he's not doing now that he's not district director. It's just a planner.
Because I have so much free time.
That's the problem. You've got so much free time, you'll forget about when you have to be somewhere. So now you've got a planner that will allow you to do that when you're supposed to. Mr. Roaster.
No, we're just starting.
I was just getting started.
I hear that you're in charge of credentials now. Is that your new job?
Actually, district leadership. So.
District leadership, okay. That's impressive. I'm surprised. We'll see how that goes. But Michael is the part-time magician. I mean, he made Dylan disappear. And he resurrected Michael Heier. So he's got that going for him. Please help me welcome Jeannie Enders for the next roast.
Good evening, district leaders and guests. And yeah, I guess you too, Michael. First off, for anybody getting up here that's doing a roast, if you don't have an evaluator in the audience, shame on you. What type of a Toastmaster are you? Also, our district has a great amount of fashionistas amongst us. Let me bring up the next slide. Please take a look Past district governor, Cynthia Kerfer. Michael, did you think this was about you? It's not. Cynthia Kerfer made being a bag lady and a baseball fanatic chic. Look at also our lovely Rose Swearingen, another district governor. She, like Prince, rocked the color purple. Below we have Tim Smith. Do you remember the crazy socks? Yes. Then we have Jeff Brown. Mind you, he made baggy chic before baggy was chic. And last, our electrifying Jan Bird. Lots of fashion in this district. However, the best dressed fashionista of all is one and only Hallie Adams. Stand up, Hallie. Look at her tonight. Now, there's proof that Hallie knows Michael. Do you see that picture? What the hell happened? I mean to tell you, first off, Janice, if he gets a hold of another napkin or tablecloth from Christmas, throw it away. Look at this. He thought that was chic. See all the dark? He tried to change it up. White shirt and orange glasses. Hallie, you failed miserably. What can I say? Oh, that's not Michael, but look at the colors. They all match. Look at, what is he trying to pull here? Tried to be electrifying, couldn't do it as well as Jan. That Blues Brothers, well, he kind of got that, but still in all. And last but not least, what the heck was that?
I can't remember.
Michael, unfortunately, your fashion taste is, well, quite honestly, in the toilet. But to be honest with you, Michael, you will always be our hero.
It's good. I know the district wanted to get Michael a really nice gift for his past service, and they thought, well, let's get him that new Crayola box of 164 crayons. But it was too expensive, and Michael wouldn't eat the crayons, so we decided not to. So I'm going to bring up somebody who won't eat the crayons, and where is Peter? Peter Salazar, come on up.
Unfortunately, we didn't rehearse this, so when I first met Michael, he was smiling, and I thought to myself, that's a cool guy. Until I saw him dress. And that's when I came up with, why, Michael, why? You know, there's a limit to the amount of theme suits a man can own. It's 0, Michael, 0. Let's start with the All-American. You remember this one, right? Michael, I salute you 1,000 times, but...
I own that.
Then we had the Christmas present. I don't think I want to open that. We had the Danny Pumpkins. I'm sorry, the Michael Pumpkins. Michael, did you wear a skull suit to meet the Avengers? You know that's what the bad guys wear, right? But you don't believe Captain Toastmaster's an actual Avenger, right? He's not. He's just a crazy guy with a suit. See? Crazy guy. Suit. But Michael, it could have been worse. At least you wore a suit, not a t-shirt that looks like a suit. See? Worse. But Michael, the one thing I learned about you this year.
Only one thing?
Yeah, just one. I mean, you try to come up with 2 things he's good at. I asked Janice, she had nothing. I'm just kidding, Michael. The thing that I really admire about you is your ability to keep calm under pressure. I've seen things go south, and I've seen things go well, and every time you manage to keep calm and you always asked us, how does this benefit the members? And as leaders, that's what we do. We benefit the district and we benefit the members. So I appreciate everything you taught us, and we want to say thank you, Michael. Thank you.
We actually have a team coming up now, Shelley and Jim. Going to do a duet for Michael. Everybody, this is Michael and Shelley.
For those of you who don't know, Michael and I were division directors 5 years ago? Yes? 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever. Well, we had to pick our dates for the division contests. And Jan Bird came to us and said, "Can you change the dates?" And I said, "Of course I can." Michael said, "I could kill you. Why'd you do that?" I said, "Because you're contestants. If they don't pay their dues, they don't compete." Guys, he didn't get all his dues paid till Thursday before the contest. Right?
Before the contest.
Before the contest. But I'm going to fast forward. I helped with conference this year. I was your Hall of Fame chair. Michael, this is what I need. Can you order me 40 DTM medallions?
Uh-huh.
Michael, did you get them ordered?
Uh-huh.
Michael, when are the medallions coming?
I think I ordered it.
Keep in mind, these phone calls were 5 minutes apart.
Michael, I just checked online. They're on back order. Did you order them?
I'll get to it.
Fast forward to this event. I sent him a text. "Michael, can you come meet us? We need to talk."
When?
Now.
Okay.
He sits down. "Do you have a venue?"
Uh-uh.
"What are you doing?"
I don't know.
"So what are we doing?" "Call Great Wolf." And here we are, folks. We're here. But I have a gift for you. This is my last thing to you. It's not only for you, but it's for Janice, your wife.
Behind every man is a wonderful woman. Who's a Toastmaster?
For those of you who don't know, he likes to procrastinate a lot. The Procrastinator's Handbook, Mastering the Art of Doing It Now. Your other gift. It's a journal book. Procrastinator, powered by coffee. Janice and I have talked. She's going to be writing things in here on when they need to get done.
This is cruel.
But honestly, my friend, we are partners in crime. We always have been and we always will be. Thank you
And the
for your
medallions
friendship.
came on time.
Yes, they did come on time, by the way, everybody.
That's okay. Michael, you're so nice. Everybody loves you. It's just like poking the Pillsbury Doughboy. About the same mentality. I just think it's funny. I'm so happy to be here. I'm bringing up Angelina Beaudry for our next roast. Angelina.
Thank you, David. I was really hoping the most popular member of your family, Dozer, would be here, but I guess they don't allow dogs at the Great Horse, so I'm sad. Unlike everyone else in this room, apparently, I appreciate your willingness to dress for the theme. And since we are here and I am dressed as a whole circus tent, you are currently underdressed. So since it's a carnival theme, I figured I'm gonna dress you as a carnival game. My first thought was to make a duck tank up here, but given my limited bank account capabilities and the limited logistical capabilities, seeing as it was difficult to get an electrician in here, I didn't think we could do it in my 2-minute time frame. So, something more in coordinating with my budget and my own logistical things, you're gonna be ring toss. Here you go, that goes right on your head. All right. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, this is forever. It's the best $7 I ever spent. All right, now, this whole year you've had things tossed at you. Here comes more. I'm terrible at throwing things, by the way. Yeah. I'm blaming the fact that you're way too tall. That's the only reason any of us looked up to you. There we go. All right. Michael, we had a fantastic year here in District 3, and you were there for all 12 months, which in this district is an accomplishment. So thank you, Michael.
Great job. Michael, keep it on. You look much better that way. Anything, there you go. Anything that covers this. Right now we have a special person who wants to roast. He gave me 6 books for free and he gave me $50 to get in. So I'm going to introduce our keynote speaker once again, Eric.
I've been waiting a long time for this. So I wanted to give you your copy of the book back. He actually bought the book. We were just talking about it being a procrastinator. How long have you had the book? Since it came out in June? Yeah. He's on page 51. So
51 pages more than you.
So most people don't know this, but Mike is the inspiration for the book. The Cure for Stupidity. So there you go, Mike. So I mentioned earlier that Mike and I met at the Phoenix Zoo. There's an exhibit there called Monkey Village. He was actually knocking to get out. And no, I've known Mike for a really long time, and we met at this strange intersection of life where I was this young college kid and he was this old man, and we found a way to become friends, and we taught each other things, and it was absolutely wonderful. And Mike has actually been a tremendous inspiration in my life because actually I've known him longer than I've known my wife, who's right over there, and longer than my kids, longer than some of his kids have known him because they weren't born yet. And I have never really had the opportunity to work with Mike in an environment like this, but I got to cook almonds and kettle corn with him. And if you ever have the chance to ask him to see the scars from the sugar boogers, that's another story. From cooking kettle corn, don't worry about it, it's gonna be okay. But Mike is truly one of the genuine best humans that I know, and I'm honored that you asked me to come be a part of making fun of you. Thank you very much, Mike.
I've never left 3rd grade. Very few clubs have the honor to have somebody who's known by one name. You know, entertainment, there's Cher or people like that, but we have Tudor. Where's Tudor? Oh, there he is. Come on up, Tudor.
Well, I've waited 2 years for this. Michael knows, I think he knows what I'm going to say, but this is for all the short people out there. A couple years ago, I was working the district, and I was in the back of the room, and Michael's on stage, and he introduced me as the little short guy in the back. So, Michael, this is my chance to get even with you.
I just said I couldn't see you.
Yeah, couldn't see me. So now he can see me. But honestly, we bonded over that. Because I really didn't hear it, but somebody else with me did hear it. And I've been called short my whole life. So to me, it's no big deal, because when I look around Toastmasters, I see a lot of short people, and I can relate with them. But honestly, Michael has been a supporter of me for a couple years now because he promotes Tesla. And that's why you see that little Tesla out there, because he promoted Tesla with some friends, and they bought one and used my name, and I got a free Tesla out of it. So Michael, you can have a ride in that Tesla anytime you want. Thank you.
Okay, the rabbit that keeps... Okay, Michael, whatever. The rabbit that Michael pulled out of the hat, as I mentioned earlier, is the other Michael, Michael Heier. Here he is. It's your brother from another mother.
Michael, we've known each other for about 3 years, and I think a lot about the things I've learned from you. Mostly how much easier it was 3.5 years ago when I could actually just be Michael and didn't have to worry about which one it was. We've tried a lot of different things over time. We've tried using our titles. We've tried using our last names, Heier and Holian. We've tried using Michael 1, Michael 2. But nonetheless, people get it mixed up. And usually we just have to wait until we hear the subject matter, and we figure, oh, okay, that was for the other one, even though they said Heier, and it just seems to work better that way. I figured you would be the last person to mix it up. But as you alluded to, I have an agenda here from 3 days ago at Leaders Plus, where Michael Holian was our Toastmaster of the day, listed all of the functionaries, Melissa, Nancy, Alon, Trish, Rose, and here. Last person I thought would get my name wrong would be the one who was fighting with it the whole time.
I was using my own printer trying to...
On top of that, I've been the Sergeant-at-Arms since July 1st, and the Sergeant-at-Arms calls the meeting to order. At 6:29, I hear a gavel rap. I look up. Michael ambitiously already started the meeting. Not sure what quite happened there. But clearly, he's also getting confused with which Michael is which. But in all honesty, it's been wonderful to work with you. I love that you question all ideas. You even bring your own ideas to the table, and then you start taking them apart right away, asking if it's the best way to do it. And I think that's hard for a leader to do, and I appreciate that out of you. So thank you, Michael.
Before the evening started, Michael gave me a nice gift and a card, and I was going to share it with you. I'm sure this is your writing because it's like you were panicking. It says, David, thanks very much for leading my roast. I think. I'm honored that you're roasting me. I have a lot of respect for you. Please don't hurt me. I'm a nice guy. And then it just got wet and it faded away. Michael, I'll honestly tell you, first of all, unlike the other Michael, I haven't learned anything from you. And I haven't been in a club with you. So it would be easy for me to go on and on and on and on about, well, we don't want to talk about it. But you're too nice, you really are. You're just a nice guy. You know, you wanted, I'm waiting for you to roll over, like get a belly rub or something. Our last roaster of the evening is our current district president. Director, president, governor, I don't know, they always change the names. But Jim and I go way back. I think we were area governors together. We were definitely division governors together. And we competed against each other a few times. And I remember telling Jim, I go, man, if you ever get there, you should run. You'd be great. I'd support you 100%. I was kidding. Oh, what are you thinking? But he did it anyway. And we're going to end up this roast this evening with Jim, and we don't want to time him. And then we're going to have Michael's last thoughts. We don't want to time him. Please welcome our new district director, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm already tearing. Oh boy. All right. So I'm the ringmaster, Toastmaster District 3. Remember that, ringmaster. All right. First, Michael, I have to thank you for 9 months of not seeing and knowing where my wife is. I don't even know if she's here tonight. Does anybody know my wife? Have they seen her? For those who do not know, it was the weekend after January 1st. Michael came down to Tucson for TLI. And I saw Michael. He's roaming around the room asking people, hey, there's an open vacant PQT. And I go, all right, here he's coming. He's coming to me. I go, I know what he's going to ask me. So he says, hey, Jim, we have a vacant PQD, Program Quality Director. Would you be interested? I go, I guess I'm not not the first person on your list. But he says, Jim, would you step up? And I said, well, you know, Michael, I don't know why my eye is tearing.
Because you said yes.
No. For those who don't know, that was the first weekend in January. I said to Michael, come back to me in a couple weeks. You go and find somebody else. You know what? He did come back and he called me 3 weeks later at the end of January. He says, Jim, I don't have anybody. Would you step up to me? And I go, hey, Carol, I don't think he asked anybody. He didn't. I don't think he did. Would you? And I said, all right, I'll do it. Because Carol convinced me. She says, Jim, help the poor guy out. So I really thank you for allowing me this opportunity at the end of January to become the Program Quality Director, even though I didn't get any credit for that. But district credit. I didn't get any district credit. But I loved his leadership style, and I learned from him. We all learn from each other. When I accepted, he says, Jim, you are empowered to organize the spring conference. I said, what? Spring conference? I didn't know what I was stepping into. That's what happens to all of us. We don't know what we're stepping into. But you know what? It's the unknown. If you don't try something different, you'll never know what you didn't know. I don't know what I was doing, but I really want to thank everyone in District 3 for your support. And I was going to wait another 10 years before when I retired to step up into the trio and work my way up from club growth, program quality, and then district director. He just made me just jump straight to district director. So I want to, if I had the opportunity to speak to your wife before I accepted, who knows what the outcome would have been. But I want to say thank you, but hopefully one day next year I'll see my wife again. but thank you, Michael.
before I turn this over to Michael, Michael, it is my honor and pleasure to do this roast. And you are a nice guy, and I just can't say how much I appreciate your leadership, and we all appreciate your leadership. And thank you, Michael.
Thank you, David. A couple last words. I'm honored and moved, and thank you very much for the kind words, but the work done in this past year was done by so many people in this room. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the work that you have done to make the district be successful. We have challenges. We continue to have challenges. But because of the people in this room and the effort and the time that they put into helping build new clubs and make all clubs achieve excellence, we will continue to thrive and grow and help people become better communicators and leaders.